Yeah, I told y'all we had some more Bossman, man. Let's see this real quick. Bossman Dlow got caught trying to link up with trans women. Now we got Wack100 speaking on this, so it might be some substance and information on this. You feel me? He might got some documents. If they just talk about that same little AI text message we heard about, well, you might have to debunk it, man. But let's get straight to it.
I watch gang members married going on family visits every 2-3 weeks with their wife, but have a homosexual in the cell and calling shots what they click on the yard. So when you tell me we talking about gang members, right? I've known what I've seen gang members do. So are you saying because a person's a gang member, it's certain things that they won't do?
Okay, if there was a rapper and the whole world found out that behind bars he had some punks on deck, that rapper's career is over.
One just came out. I posted about it.
Who?
What's the Dlow? What's his name?
Bossman Dlow.
He said one just came out. I posted about him. Hey, Bossman just blew up, and you saying you posted about some shit about him that happened in jail? Do you remember the question?
Bossman Dlow.
He was seemingly interested in having sex with a trans woman.
Listen, I posted about it. I said, listen, all y'all was Bossman Dlow fans when he dropped his music. I don't know if I'm telling the truth or not, but there's a possibility that this activity was already going on at the
Then why even speak on it if it's a possibility? You on your toes, you itching to rap. That's how much you want to rap, bro. This man itching to rap, bro. He on his toes. He want to tell before it's even true. That's rats. Now that's the type of people that need to get stitched up. You see what I'm saying? Cause bruh, y'all be putting people's lives in jeopardy, spreading false information. If this ain't true, then what? You were lying? You just decredited? Nah, you ruined the whole person's reputation.
Time Bossman Dlow dropped his music. And when y'all was bouncing y'all head to Bossman Dlow music, this was already who he was. Now somebody has exposed him and outed him.
Wack100.
That doesn't say Bossman Dlow has changed, because that's probably who he was privately when you became a fan.
Okay, but people are astonished at the idea that a rapper who they thought was one type of dude might actually be another type of dude.
I never
heterosexual, I guess.
I've never heard him.
And I'm not casting any kind of judgment on him. I've with him, met him, great guy, love his music. People are understandably shocked.
Did he ever in his music address anti-community?
No, I don't think so.
He never addressed anti-community.
Why is this so hard to understand? If I found out that you were dudes, yes, I would be astonished. Yes, everybody out there who is a fan of you as a podcaster would be astonished.
Who are you talking about?
They would freak the fuck out. This example,
this is why.
You feel me? And even Wack know it's probably not true. He talking about some probably. You see how he trying to come correct with the allegedlys and all that. Make sure he ain't spreading but you spreading the false rumor. If you know it's alleged and all that, why you even speaking on it, gang? Why are you even speaking on it? Like, why did that even interest you enough for you to just make that your topic? I know the reason we speaking on it is because we trying to debunk it for bruh. That he represent down south on some shit. That's not even down south, Florida in general. Yeah. That's the only reason, you feel me? But y'all really over here invested, bruh.
I is one rapper that I respect so much.
And you just got caught your booty out?
No, I don't believe he's gay. I don't think this man is gay.
Matter of fact, they saying, ain't Wack just got exposed for the same?
It's a friend of mine. But no matter what controversial thing they put in front of him that he has done, he stands on it. They said, yo, we heard you had sex with your cousin. Yep.
Okay.
We was already together, had a family reunion or a family gathering. I seen her, she seen me. We realized we cousins. Did you have sex with her again? You goddamn right. Why would I stop now? Shout out Kevin Gates. Yo, we heard you taste your woman's pee. Yeah, I drunk it. You know what I'm saying? And this. So whatever you come at him with, he let you know that's his truth.
A trans girl that I know came out and did a whole interview talking about Kevin Gates.
What are you talking about?
He didn't say nothing.
I don't know. You know, if you ask him, he gonna tell you.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. First time I heard about that shit, bro, was 607 exposed that shit, bro. And I just kind of believe the game. Reason why? At that point, this man was scoring. He was batting 100. You feel me? Everything he said was down there true. I'm talking about from the Brick Baby to the Adamsons boys. Shout out Adam22, man. You know we fought with you over here, gang. But yeah, you feel me? That boy was on point by everything. Yo, boy, you heard the last interview.
I don't know. I've never heard about that.
I think I think it was because Sharp did an interview with him. I think it was made clear to Sharp, don't ask about that.
Well, then that mean it didn't happen? Because Gates gonna own it. He don't give. Gates don't give. Listen, man.
I love Kevin Gates too.
Gates don't care what you think about him. Right. If you with him, you with him. If you ain't, you ain't.
Okay, but if a person really didn't care what anyone thinks about him, they would just talk openly about it. It's different with Kevin Gates. He gets accused of some shit, and then he just like never talks about it, which I respect. Right. Okay, with the trans thing that I'm talking about.
Because it probably wasn't, if somebody put some BS out on him, he ain't gonna give it no life.
Okay, but if it was completely not true.
So 2 for 2, it's alleged on a Bossman Dlow situation. It ain't even true, man. I'm gonna just say they just lying on my dog at this point. You feel me? Yeah, man. Y'all boy, man, I think, yeah, that nigga whack capping for real, Double O. I see that shit, gang. Rod, man, hell yeah, man. What you said too about that boy. Adam as for that, he one of them. We been knew Adam was one of them people though. The way he moved, bro.
Don't you think he would disavow
it? Shout out Adam,
it?
man. We saying the elites. Adam, you one of the elites, man.
Easy to disavow it. If some dude said I would just say no, it's not true.
Everybody has had some BS put on them that we like, bro. I'm not giving that no light because at that point I'm letting the people that put it out there win.
Okay, but
if you got to, if there was that going on,
why you be talking?
Like, dude, whoever this individual is, did Bossman Dlow. Showed all the text messages or whatever,
yeah,
we would have seen something, bro.
Seen what?
That was AI, bro. That was not real, bro. Y'all lying on Bossman, bro.
Whatever they had to prove it.
They never met up.
Bro, that shit was real, bro. 100%, bro. Everybody gonna know, bro. Come on now, bro. It's 2024, bro. They got cameras. They got ring cameras, all type of shit. They would have caught Jay walking in a door. They would have caught him walking in from across the street on somebody's Tesla by now. We would have seen the video, bro. Trust me.
So what? They had some text messages?
I'm looking for that. I'm thinking one of these videos got the evidence.
I get the God.
They showed
they
intent.
Just speaking
now,
on shit.
I mean, show intent.
Are those text messages?
What, because he was cordial?
Are those text messages fake?
For what?
Potentially.
Bossman Dlow?
But Bossman Dlow didn't come out and say,
he never said,
yo, y'all falling for a bunch of fake text. He said, I'm a real street dude and real street could happen behind me.
That's no different.
That's not I would never do that.
That's a threat. I ain't gonna lie. That's some goofy shit, bro. I heard about that. I was like, he played. He should have just stayed there, not responding at all. You feel me? Just let that bit die down. Because if it's fake, like I'm assuming it better be, then that shit would have just died down, bro. Also, shit. But the fact that you responding, I feel like, yeah, nah, you lying about something. Cause why you even going back and forth with somebody speaking on you? You feel me? Like, oh yeah, I might be big, blah. Why you even going back and forth with somebody who can speak on you? Boom, they dropped the AI text messages. Why ain't got no pictures or nothing? Why ain't got the video?
It's no different than Young Buck
we saw your
sending that transgender that he knew was a transgender a text message saying, I'm a real street. You know what could happen to you if my homeboys find out you doing this?
Exactly, yeah.
Right? But we know that's what he was doing, right?
Can't we just accept that some significant percentage of heterosexual men want to fuck a trans person at some point in their life?
No, what we're going to accept
it's
is
not
that
gay to just once in a blue moon take a walk on the wild
what you're not going to do is change the narrative. That's gay.
He says
that's gay. Damn. That's gay. I'm telling him,
Adam talking about some once in a while time. How I be saying, like the way they wire gang, it's just some whole other. I gotta be some cold ass mountains frying brains or some shit. It gotta be, bro.
With that, because you believing it now. A gang. Because in prison, we watch people from gang that's married go to family visits and got a gay dude in the cell and calling shots and they click on the yard. This is what I've seen gang members do, right? Everybody in life does something that another group of people doesn't agree with. I don't give a damn if it's how you wash your hair, how you clean your house, everybody's doing something, especially sexually, right? Everybody's doing something that this group of people will say, I would never do that.
Nah, gang, I think, you feel me, if most people confident in their own self, 9 times out of 10, gang, they not even worried about nobody else, but they opposite that they trying to attract. Fuck is you talking about? You one of them in the closet ass Fubuski ass nigga. Gang, that's all it is. You feel me? The reason Adam could agree with you on that is because, gang, he's hitting his wife. Gang, come on now. Look what we just said about the curious about the other side. Like, bro, yeah, y'all for that clap.
I saw women that say, I will never have anal sex with a man.
Boys for that clap.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
More power to him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I didn't say with Bossman Dlow, keep your head up, bro. Keep dropping music, because if he was like that Now, he probably was like that when he was dropping music.
Okay, here's the thing about Bossman Dlow. And again, love his music, think he's a great guy. But when I was first really getting into him, when he was blowing up maybe a year ago or 8 months ago or whatever it was, I bring him up on the podcast and somebody says, well, you know, ever since those pics came out or whatever. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Adam got excited, boy. Ooh, what you talking about? Why y'all ain't telling me?
Remember when him gay too?
No. But remember when we had the whole episode where we talked about academics' leaked pics?
Yeah.
Okay, Bossman Dlow.
Well, you
very similar.
You have.
So y'all like talking about dudes meets too all day? You, Charleston. Who else? Who the last dude on the last interview? King Yella, Grave Digger Quaz. What's up with y'all, bruh? Nah, for real. What's up with y'all, bruh? How was y'all childhood, man?
I told him I don't want to see that.
But all I'm saying is that Bossman Dlow, very beginning of his career, had this whole pick thing, and I'm gonna be real with you.
Who was it? From a female?
I assume, yes. But you saw it's not exactly. I saw it. It was not exactly.
Like looking at it.
Not exactly Jason Love. Let's put it like that.
Why do you got any concerns about a man?
He just try to compare it with another dude. Like we got the whole catalog in our head like he do. Oh, man.
It's packed.
Didn't even, because, you know, when you're listening to a rapper.
You sick.
And he's great. You're kind of assuming that he's great at everything else, right?
So you're listening to a rapper and your mind is wondering about his manhood? You are a weirdo, bro.
In my mind, the idea that a rapper, a top tier, great, amazing rapper also has a micro penis, it's kind of tough for me to wrap my mind around that.
But why? So when you meet or greet people, your mind go to Peter Gaze and wondering how big they package is?
No, but if I've listened to a rapper for hours and hours,
what does that have to do with his manhood?
And they're talking about the that they're fucking.
Okay.
I'm kind of thinking like, oh, they probably got a thing on them.
What?
Yeah, J gay, bro. Damn, I thought I had a word for that. Damn, I played. TOS, man. J the TOS boy, man. His ad for that. Nah, J that. His ad for that clap, man.
All males are born with a
penis. That's a Florida, so I don't think they're going to know that one yet.
The leaked photos of Bossman Dlow paint a different picture.
Yeah, Adam
that some men are born with something that really almost doesn't even resemble a penis. I'm so sorry. I love your music. These pictures were brutal. That's the point I'm trying to get across. But all I'm saying is it never became a big story.
Women have that conversation.
It never became a big story. They did, for sure. But it never became a big thing. He just kind of ignored it, whatever. And I feel like the trans thing, like he makes good enough music. I think he'll skate right past it.
Tripping. I just think he need to keep his head up, keep dropping music.
You and Wack give a lot of justice in this interview.
Really, his next song need to be Bossman Dlow. And troll itself.
I mean, you can just name it Dlow. I mean, his name already fit.
Dlow is already like a gay thing.
Talk your shit, Adam.
I mean, just troll itself. Put Naughty Nerd Ninja.
Adam right on that. You right, Adam right.
I was bigging her up.
No, the Naughty Nerd is a transgender
woman.
Yeah, so that means that's not a biologically. That's not a her. On the heterosexual mountain I come from, I respect.
There's a mountain.
They in the closet.
Oh,
yeah, we got our own mountain.
I'm gonna come and hang out there with Bossman Dlow, honestly.
The heterosexual mountain is heterosexual, is our rules.
Naughty Nerd Ninja, all I'm saying, you want to live as a woman, I will refer to you as a she, a her, him, bit of a caveman.
No, because the minute I do that, that means I'm reforming to that.
Right.
And there's no disrespect. I'm gonna respect how you want to be titled. But if you ask me, what is a transgender man? I'm gonna tell you it's a woman. What is a transgender woman? I'm going to tell you it's a man. But they want to be called this, so I'll say, okay, you're a transgender woman. But I know what that is.
It's crazy I have a trans op.
You be fucking with them 403s, huh? Oh!
I have a trans op. It's like a trans person that, like, when I see him, it's kind of like smoke in the air. It's like...
Better leave that person alone. That's a hate crime.
It's not really a hate crime unless they can like prove that you did it because they're gay.
You better let them get off on
you. Just said it, bro.
Okay.
Leave that alone. But shout out to Bossman Dlow, man. Keep doing your thing.
You're gonna survive.
I know ordinarily you would have thought I'd have went in on you, but I like his music.
413s. Alright, this is the last Bossman one we had in the lineup, man. We got academics in the booth. I lost my dogs, I'll kill a kid. If I get a chance, I'ma shoot. Bye, bro, I crash. Broad day, you know, man, so I'm telling the truth. Ain't no therapist can relate to me, it's why I put my pain in the booth. No, I'm really coming from poverty, borderline, I ain't have no rule. I will hit a list for real, they get fun by trying to learn how to spoof. Fuck around, find who spoof it back, that spoof where I got spoof.